Hi, welcome back to the How-To series with JFKLiving. I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Pip, and today we're talking about how to prepare for closing day.
We are ready for closing. What is going to happen a couple days beforehand? Your closing disclosure, that is all title fees, all mortgage fees, your closing costs. You might even have that concession that we were talking about before. That will all be itemized on the closing disclosure. That needs to be out to you 3 days prior to closing. And what that's going to do, once all those fees are totaled up, you're going to see the amount that you need to bring to closing.
So that final dollar amount on the closing disclosure, you need to get a certified cashier's check from your bank, and it's made payable to the title company where closing is happening. Now, some people choose to wire funds, which we need to be careful about because wire fraud is on the increase. So if you are wiring any funds, please make sure you call the title company beforehand just to verify you have the correct details, because we have heard some horror stories about wiring and you've got to be very careful.
Definitely. Don't want that money to run away. So also at this time, this is the perfect opportunity to start calling the local utility companies and letting them know that they need to start service on that day, which is your closing day. Not before, that day of closing.
So then with your agent, you'll schedule final walkthrough. It can either be the day before closing or more often the day of closing a few hours beforehand. This is to check the home, make sure everything is working order, make sure no ceilings have fallen through, just to make sure all those repairs that the seller is going to do have been carried out. And then you can sign off on it and get through to the closing table.
When you're coming through to the closing table, you have to make sure you have that cashier's check and also now 2 forms of ID as well, government issued, or you can also bring something with your name on it as well.
Then you're going to sit down with either the title rep, your attorney should be there if you chose to have one, and your mortgage lender. They'll go through a really nice stack of paperwork, so make sure you get your signing hand ready. But once you've signed all that paperwork, then you can get the keys to your house and you can move right in. Congratulations, you have just bought a home in New Jersey.
Congratulations, guys.
Well, thank you so much for following us in our How to Buy a series on JFKLiving.
Our new series is coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell for the notifications. I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Pip.
And just remember, this is living.
JFKLiving.
Yeah, that's a... Oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my God, all right. And just remember, I am Jeremiah. Oh God, I can never do this. I can never do this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We got our how-to series done.